Well, after spending most of the day underneath the car, on my back, polishing above my head, I feel like I've been to the gym. So I'm giving myself an easier day today by doing some of the jobs I need to do anyway. One of them's been strip the door down, and obviously the indicators, strip the door, take the door lock out. And I'm now starting to remove the glue from the PPF. As you can see, I've got the colour out here where I've been touching up. Any chips I find I'm touching up before I start polishing, and then I can brush over them then. But to get this glue off, I mean, it's been on here 30 years and it's quite tough. I've got my towel, just some paper toweling, some TARDIS, and I'm just soaking the towel and let it sit on the panel. I just keep topping up the TARDIS onto the towel and let it soak into the glue, and it will eventually make it easier to remove. Move down to here, and although it's running over this and softening this up, but it does take some doing. So I'm doing that before I start cleaning the front wheel arches. I shall remove that cover, and that's looking a bit on the grotty side. I mean, the car's in really good condition, you know, don't get me wrong. You know, it's but it's just got lots and lots of tar stuck on the car. They must do a lot of road works wherever this car lived, because there is a lot of tar to get off. But for now, I'm just doing some of the jobs I can actually just sit here and do, and give myself an hour or two doing some soft jobs. They've all got to be done anyway, so might as well just move round and get them done. I want to get all these bits done before we start the polishing. But it's looking nice, it's coming on. Before I start polishing, I'll go around the car and show some of the faults that the car's got. Just basically, you know, it has been mopped before. You can tell by all the paste that's stuck around the where the door handle gaskets have been. But I need to speak to the owner, see if he wants the PPF from here removed. But all the telltale marks of polishing, we don't want any of those, and that's why I go to so much trouble to remove everything that I can. So I'm going to start agitating this a bit and get the glue off. So I'll see you a bit later. Cleaning this sort of tar removal on the inner wheel arches of a car, it isn't as simple as just putting a jet washer underneath and blasting it off. This, for some unknown reason, has got excessive amounts of tar. It's not the protection wax, it's actually tar. Now, you can see I've been having a good go at this side, and nearly got that removed. And this side I just keep wetting with the TARDIS to let it soak it up. And then the patience comes when you've got to start removing it, which means that we have to keep taking the top off to remove the tar, to be able to saturate the stuck bits underneath it. So I'm using this, well, it's an applicator for filler really. That's its purpose in life, but we use them for lots of different things. But as you can see, to remove it, just got to keep scraping away. I mean, it seems quite simple in this position, but when you start getting into tight areas, it could be quite awkward. But these are the things that have to be done if you're looking for a really nice finish. I've probably used a gallon on the rear wheel arches, and I'll use a gallon of TARDIS on the front arches, and lots of elbow grease. But the results are worth it. You know, you put the time in, put the effort in, and you get the results. And that's the only difference here, is I don't really give a toss about how long it takes, as long as the job comes out how I want. So, you know, it doesn't matter to me how long I sit here doing this. You know, I don't get bored, but the end result is the payback for the time and effort that it takes to sort it out. But you can see it's not just a simple, you know, as simple as getting a jet wash out and blowing it off, because it's not going to move the tar, which means it's not going to leave the base finish, which is what I want. So, you know, I've got to get all this done here before I can start on the suspension items and whatnot. So I'm just going to crack on, keep scraping, saturating, scraping until I get the result I want. I just thought I'd show what was involved before. You normally just see the befores and afters, and you know, yeah, it looks good, but you don't always know the sort of effort that's had to go into doing it, and why these things take so long to do. But it's just a game of patience. Right then, I'm going to put the camera down so I can do some more squirting. So I'll see you a bit later, hopefully, when this is done. Well, I've been on this a couple of hours now. I've just got it all back together. I've repainted some of the screws and washers, not all of them, just the ones that looked a bit manky. And as you can see, it's all looking a lot nicer. I'm just gonna ceramic coat the brake caliper, and then I'll be moving on to the offside. We're getting closer and closer to the bit we're all waiting for, which is the polishing. But the polishing doesn't make a complete job, does it? Just finishes it off. Yep, that looks good. See you later. Right. Let's have a look round. Hello, good morning from Ted at the Devil's in the Detail. It's Saturday morning, and so I don't work all day Saturdays, but I've been going around the car today, removing some of the polish, the telltale polish that I've found in all the rubbers, the door seals, the headlight rubbers. So I've been around and cleaned everything off. I've given the car a wipe down with degreaser or panel wipe as I use. I've just showed you a video of some of the assorted issues that I've got to deal with the paintwork. I mean, the car looks $1 million, I have to say, but it's got lots of issues. I haven't tried to isolate every single one of them. I'm just giving you a general idea of what I'm going to deal with and get this paintwork into what I think is a show-winning condition. To be fair to the car, it's 29 years old and it's obviously had multiple washing, and you know, to be fair to the people, it stood up quite well. It certainly hasn't been abused in any way, but it has got lots of issues. There's lots of deep scratches for me to get out, and rub marks where people have tried to get bird etching off and all that sort of thing. Now, once I've finished the paintwork, the car's going to have PPF, so I want to get it in the condition that can be sealed in, and it will look glorious for years. So basically, I'm just going to prepare myself really to start on Monday, the polishing. Now, I'm going to be starting on the roof and then the bonnet, so that then I can get the car in the air, and then I'll start working from the bottom upwards. There's more issues down below than there is up top, so I'll get rid of them first. But I'll do the roof first, so that I'm not polishing the doors and then leaning on them to polish the roof. And the same with the bonnet. Get the bonnet done, then I haven't got to lean on the wings if they're polished, you know, and so on and so on. I'm probably going to leave the whale tail and everything till last, because it's more intricate than everything else. So that'll probably be the last panel, because underneath this ledge here there's some bad scratching where people have washed and dragged stuff down under there. So I'll leave the tailgate till last. But we've put some new alarm stickers in. As you've seen previously, the rear window sticker's been done. All the doors are stripped so that I could get the handles out. I've got to remove the PPF out the door handles still, and I've got the number plate glue that I've took the number plates off and left the glue on, so they've got to be removed. But overall, I've done all the dirty stuff. You've seen the wheel arches have all been done. The front ones I had to do twice because the lacquer bloomed. It went damp overnight and all the lacquer bloomed, so I had to do it again. But everything's looking fine now. So we're on to the bit that we've all been waiting for. To be fair and honest, I've had a little go down here on this bumper this morning, because there was a part there I wasn't happy with, and I wanted to see how it would start coming out, and obviously using different pads, different compounds, just to see if I can cut down on the amount of wet flatting I'm going to do, because I think, you know, some of the scratches have got to be wet flatted out, and there are parts of the car which I think I can improve on by wet flatting. But overall it's beautiful, and I'm really looking forward now to put the cherry on the cake and get the paintwork looking stunning. And I do expect to spend a couple of weeks doing it, and there'll be a number of videos, I suppose, as I go around the car. Like I've said before, it isn't a race to get it rushed to go anywhere. You can see, you know, the finish has really dulled off, and the scratches are spoiling the gloss. That won't be the finished article when the polishing's finished. Obviously the door cards are going to have to be completely cleaned before they go back on, and obviously there's still some work to be done after the polishing to get it finished. The seats are away being done, so they'll have to be refitted, so there's still quite a way to go. But the object of this job is to get this to Concours condition, or as near as, damn it, Concours. It'll certainly be one of the better ones you'll ever find, because they're a rare car in the first place. But I'm now ready, I suppose, to start the masking process. Ready for Monday. I can come in Monday and get straight on the polisher, and I've got to mask all these seals up around the roof and the rubbers, and especially the new rubber we've just had fitted while the screen was out. But it'll all start on Monday. So I hope you're enjoying the journey along with me on this car. I'm enjoying the work that I've been doing on the car. This is the sort of job I really enjoy, and the transforming it into something more special than it is at the moment. So I'll be back, I should imagine, by the middle of next week with some more videos, or a video at least, showing some progress. Right then, well, thanks for watching. I know a number of you are watching it, and appreciate all the watches, and especially if you leave a like and a comment and hit the subscribe button. It does help us out, and I'd like to build the channel in my lifetime. So we're getting older by the day, so help an old geezer out, and keep watching. And not only this car, the future projects that will be coming. Got some nice cars, some interesting cars, and everyone's different with its different challenges, and obviously different levels of finish that's required. I mean, this is not going to be a daily driver by any means, so it's not going to be a show queen either. That's why it's having PPS, so that the owner can go and enjoy it. Probably only do 500 miles a year or something in it, but at least he'll be enjoying it. Right then, I'm going to stop blabbing on, and I'll see you next week.